Good morning. Today we're gonna be going to Yosemite National Park. Something I've been trying to do, or more or less not even saying it. I'm trying to do something I've always wanted to do. I'm here in San Francisco, might as well do it. I'm waiting for this bus. Pickup should be a little bit. It's gonna be a 15-hour tour of Yosemite, and hopefully we could do the Sequoia Forest, but I doubt it because they say it's snowing up there, so half the trails might be closed. So let's see how it goes. This is one thing off that bucket list. Alright guys, so we halfway to Yosemite. We had a quick stop to get some breakfast. I'm about to eat some food. Well, I'm eating lunch. It's 9 o'clock here, but for me it's really 12. So.
1848 when gold was first discovered at Sutter Mill. Thousands of people flocked to California and San Francisco in general when that happened in search of gold. Over the course of the next 2 years, between 1848 and 1850, there was, at the start of 1848, there was only like 3,000 people who lived in San Francisco, and by 1850 there was 25,000. So the population of San Francisco grew exponentially, and it actually proved to be quite dangerous for those people who came over here in search of gold, as it was pretty, people would be like fighting and killing each other over the gold. A lot of these people like eventually did search for gold in other places like Yosemite, which kind of brings us to our Yosemite. So there's been people who have lived in Yosemite National Park we have data showing up for 8,000 years. These people are called the Awanihis, and they would call Yosemite Awahani, which means large gaping mouth. And you'll kind of see why in Yosemite Valley they called it large gaping mouth, because you can kind of, it does look like a big hole in the ground almost. But these people didn't have a written language, so all the information that we have about them is really just artifacts and like writing that we found on walls, but it wasn't written. So after them, the first people that came to Yosemite wasn't until the 1830s, and it was big men looking for like beaver pelts. And it didn't take them very long to realize that there was a lot of other like good fortune here in Yosemite National Park. One of the things that they found was these large sequoia trees. So these large sequoia trees, they realized were like really, really big, and they could make about 48 houses from just one tree. So, as you can imagine, they said, wow, what a fortune we can do with these trees, and they wanted to tear them all down to build more housing. Luckily, that didn't happen due to two reasons, actually. The first reason was just due to like how the trees were, and when they started to build houses out of them, they realized that it wasn't very good lumber for houses. Like it just didn't have very good like sustainable wood, and like the houses would leak. So they said, well, these aren't very good. I guess we should like try to use other trees instead. But the second reason was due to a man named Galen Clark. So Galen Clark was given a terminal illness of tuberculosis, and he was told that he only had a few months to live. His doctor said, why don't you just spend the last couple months of your life doing whatever you want, like go to the mountains, see something beautiful, do something that you have wanted to do in your life but haven't been able to yet. So he'd been to Yosemite National Park one time before, just on like a little tourist trip, so similar to what we're doing today. And he said, I want to go back here. So he came back to Yosemite National Park, and he found himself in like the area where the sequoias are, Mariposa Grove. And he eventually set up camp here, and he ended up not dying in 2 or 3 months. He ended up living another 54 years. So that doctor was very wrong, which is good, because he started taking a lot of people in that'd be walking by the grove. He'd take people on hiking trips for people who wanted to see the big sequoia trees, and he would drive people around, or he would walk people around. He would make them food. He'd let them stay at his place, because he set up a cabin in the Sequoia area and Mariposa Grove. And because of him, there was the Yosemite Grant, which was the first kind of grant that was signed just to protect something of natural beauty. So before that, there just hadn't been anything that was signed just to protect something because of how pretty it is and to sustain the environment. And then this was signed by Abraham Lincoln back in 1860. So it was even before the National Park System was around. This was the first thing of its kind again, and it only protected about 2% of what Yosemite is today. But we all got to start somewhere. The part that protected was, again, the Sequoia area and the Mariposa Grove. So all kind of in that same area. But if it wasn't for this, we might not even have the national park system that we do have today. Because of this national park, or because of the Yosemite grant, the idea of the national park system kind of came around. So tunnel view. So some of the iconic
Look at that, bro.
Aí, gostoso. E aqui pra câmera você?
Peraí, deixa eu fazer assim.
Ei, peraí, tem mais um entrevistado. Até 10 segundos. É, aqui o entrevistado aqui. Como você está se sentindo hoje? Amiga, não consigo. Gente, dá um espaço que tirei foto de todo mundo.
Eu tô tirando.
Gente, licença, por favor. Nossa, como você está se sentindo? Amiga, pode ir. Do nada, uma bandeira do Brasil.
Look at this, bro.
Cheio de vergonha, já vai com a cara no chão. Eu falei que vai
Alright, what's up, man? I'm here at Yosemite National Park. We just stopped the bus. Got 3 hours to walk around. I'm gonna go do Little Falls Trail. Lower Falls Trail, sorry. Look at that mountain. Look at this. And I'm going that way. This place is, oof. Look at this. This place is beautiful. My Lord. Here. I want to take a picture of you. Look. Oh boy. I'm not getting too much footage because we're in the bus just driving forever. But look at this. So again, this is Little Falls, Lower Falls Trail. They have the Upper Falls, but that would take you all the way up to the top of that mountain. I'm only gonna go halfway up because we only have 3 hours, and they said that this hike is about 2 miles and each way. So I'm gonna give myself some time so I don't have to end up taking an Uber back to the hotel. That'll run me about $500 from where I'm at now. But for the most part, this place is amazing. I wish my son was here. I hate doing things without him. But shaping Yosemite Valley. Come on, Coco, let's go see the river. Let's go see what they got here. Guys, my battery's not at the best percentage right now, so I'm probably gonna cut it off and come back in a little bit.
Kanina prepared ka tumukit na ready yan eh.
Look at that water. Wow. This guy. Wow. Look how the water splashes off of the thing. So I'm gonna go up there. Wow. You know what, Coco? I want to go all the way over there, but no, let's not do it because I don't want to. Maybe on the way back. Look at this. Wow. Wow, that water is crystal clear. Look at that. This is beautiful. Come on. Let's see. Let me see. Go. Go. Wow, look at that, bro. Oh my God. Look how nice this looks, bro. Look at the patches in the water. Wow, look at that. Oh, look at the fish. Wow, look at all the fish in there. I don't know if you guys can see them. Some big boys in there too. Look at that. Wow. You see all the fishies? You see this guy, he's free climbing up there. So basically walked around a whole lot, did a lot of trails, took a lot of pictures, but some of the locations, my phone is dying, so couldn't really take too many videos and as many pictures as I wanted to. But for the most part, I got to visit this place. I definitely recommend it to anybody who wants to come. This place is beautiful. Make sure you bring walking shoes. Make sure you're ready to hike. A lot of uphills, a lot of mountains. So you can see right behind me. Let me take a picture of this. But yeah, for the most part, this place is amazing. I would definitely recommend it. I would love to come camping. They have a campsite here. It was a tent camping, but from what I was told, it's either free or it's like a very cheap price. But you gotta reserve it like months in advance, and you can actually stay for the whole week. If I ever come back out here with my son and I have time, I'm definitely gonna do this. But for now, I'm gonna go get me some souvenirs, something to have memory of this place. I got a rock from the mountain. I got a rock from one of the lakes. But for the most part, yeah. What a good time. Alright guys, so I'm back home now, back in New York, and recapping when I went to Yosemite. The place was beautiful. My only regret was that I didn't drive there, and I went on the tour. I was thinking about driving, but since it was a 4-hour ride from San Fran, I didn't want to take that trip and have to come all the way back. But I kind of regretted that because I didn't get to see everything as much as I wanted to, take the trails that I wanted to do. I did want to go to Yosemite Falls all the way to the top, but I didn't have enough time. I wanted to take a nice little walk, a hike basically, to Mirror Lake through the back roads, but couldn't do that because that was too far away. So that was my only regret, but for the most part, I had an amazing time. And until the next one, I'm out.